It is the end of the watching. Dante's Boxing Nation. Keep watching. Keep watching.
Now, I don't want to jump the gun, but all the fans want to know because everyone keeps talking about this. What would you say in the future would be your biggest career move? Opponent, Terence Crawford or Lomachenko?
Well, as far as skills and difficult, fight or one of those tough fights, I think it'll probably be with Terence because he is a bigger guy than Lomachenko. Lomachenko's still a smaller guy. So although the skills are there with Lomachenko, he's not as big. The size is not there yet. Crawford, he's got the skills and the size advantage. He's taller, bigger, fights southpaw, so that'll be a more challenging fight than a fight maybe with Lomachenko. But, I mean, that's just something that the media brings out. Bob ain't talking about anything like that. I'd never mentioned anything like that, and I really doubt that he'll mention that to me after what we went through.
Yeah, he hasn't. I noticed that. He's been talking more like Crawford, Broner, and stuff like that. He hasn't really talked about Crawford versus Garcia too much. So, so do you think because both of them are promoted by Bob, you probably won't get to fight either one of them, or what?
Well, if Bob holds any grudges and is not a businessman like they say they are, I don't know if he's willing to do it. He hasn't mentioned anything. Ever since we started the lawsuit with them and we're fighting legally, he wouldn't mention me at all. He said he offered me a fight with Crawford and that I was asking for $2 million, and that's a complete lie. That fight was never offered, never even mentioned, never talked about. You could ask Terence the same thing, and he'll tell you that fight was never mentioned to him either. However, I think whoever was in charge of Top Rank at the time, or Carl or Ty, probably told Bob that that's what they were offering me and that's what I was asking for, and that they were trying to do everything possible just to keep the boss happy. You got to tell the boss what he wants to hear. But that's a complete lie. That fight was never mentioned. Now that I'm not with them, I don't think that they're gonna be very happily, easy to work with.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that Bob, even though you said he lied about it, do you think he wanted to make that fight though with you and Crawford?
I don't know if he wanted to or not. Like I said, it was never even mentioned. Never talked about, never mentioned. Now, if the business is right, they'll make the fight. If the business is right. But I don't know if the business is right for them right now. I heard, Pacquiao asking for $20 million to fight Terence. I don't know where they're getting these figures from. It's kind of, maybe the starting point. Maybe just, go high and meet somewhere in the middle, maybe. But, Terence's numbers are not the greatest either. Pacquiao's numbers were not great in his last fight either, so I don't know what right business might be for them.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.